This is a comedy podcast and should not be used as a primary source of information. We apologize in advance for offending any tiny persons, the undead, the country of France, and all other minority groups. Information provided should not be considered extensive research. Use as directed. This podcast can burn eyes. Follow application directions exactly. Do not use while sleeping. Safety goggles recommended. Do not eat this podcast. Keep out of reach of children. Never use a lit match or open flame near this podcast. May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating heavy machinery. Avoid placing this podcast near crotch. Can cause urine to turn black. Once used rectally, this podcast should not be used orally. Loss of the ability to perform or enjoy sex and or painful erections that last for more than 4 hours are common while listening to this podcast. Other side effects include uncontrollable laughter, choking, fits of hysteria, diarrhea, anal hemorrhaging, constipation, bloating, sleepwalking, hallucinations, frequent alien abduction, excessive gambling, spontaneous combustion, blind spots, distorted vision, halos around lights, hair loss, unwanted hair growth, aggression, antisocial behavior, impulsivity, irritability, anger, anxiety, screaming, or self-harm.
But seriously, this show is not for anyone who is easily offended by strong language or graphic content. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
Or
Hey.
thanks for staying with us, whichever we decided.
I mean, thanks for staying with us either way, because this is our
16th/17th. 16th
wait,
and a half.
It was 15th.
16th
Oh,
before.
I can't keep track.
Yeah, I know.
Again, numbers, time. Is it even? Whatever. Words.
Words, time, space.
Call back to emojis. Let's just use emojis for everything.
From last episode?
Oh, God, this is
Or
awful.
/ half episode.
Do you want to just start speaking in Pig Latin? I feel like I could do that better.
That's the word.
Ude, uye, one, auhe, ute, ixpe, igpe, atenle?
I don't even know what that means.
It's a uper say easy.
Oh, it is not it. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Why can I do that better than
Speaking
just
in normal?
speaking a normal person language?
I don't know. That's crazy good. That is crazy good.
Used to
Maybe
do it a
you
lot.
should do the whole episode like that.
Then you're not going to know anything that I'm talking about.
It's going to be such a struggle. People are going to like tune in and be like, nope.
Nope.
don't
They're
even
going to
care.
try and go to Google Translator and it's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right? They'll listen to like
This isn't a language.
They'll listen to like one keyword and be like, I'm going to Google that. That is weird. That's a weird saying I should have done on my weird saying segments. But now I will not do Robert Wagner and I will not do Pig Latin.
You could still do Robert Wagner. That's a good one.
I might touch on it the next time just a little bit. Just to like brush up
I
and
just,
be like,
my main thing is just that like Christopher Walken was there. Like that's, I fucking adore him so much.
he's really...
Also-
No, I can't do it walking. I was going to try, but I can't. I don't want to embarrass myself.
I think you should try.
There's so many people that do try, and it sounds terrible, and you have to be like, oh,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really heard a good one.
You sound
Why would you
just
support
like
them? I'd be
him.
like, no, that sucked. Stop it.
You sounded just like him.
Keep your day job. My favorite thing is when there's like, I haven't seen any around here, but you would see them in Portland. Like particularly there was like a barber shop and they had one of the bifold signs outside and it said Walken's welcome and it had a picture of Christopher Walken.
Hilarious.
So good.
I don't know why I have never seen that before. That seems
it's
genius
amazing.
and obvious. Wah, 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 wah. We fucked it up. Or maybe I fucked it up.
No, we were doing rounds.
Oh.
Like, you know, when you sing in rounds.
I can't do that. That's so much.
Kumbaya, my
That is a
lord.
lot
You
of-
go.
Michael row the show aboard.
Ooh. I don't know what's happening now.
Michael row the boat ashore. Why can't I say that? It was very difficult.
I have Advil if I need it. I know it looked creepy, but it was just because
Yeah, I'm fine. Cowering
I'm just
in
like
the corner,
trying to
pulling
like
your hair.
massage my temples. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
like
get
a
it.
weird headache.
Like these brain, like the
I feel like
brain
these
veins.
brain veins. I feel like it does. Oh my god! I just opened my camera and it had like the super fat chin thing. I was just trying to see what it looked like.
I was just teaching someone that when you're taking a selfie, it's never a good idea to do it from below.
Open it until you have it
raised. Yeah.
Raised, or at least always raised.
Right. Never ever look at yourself from below. It's awful. It's the worst. I actually learned that from the Golden Girls. There's an episode where Blanche is told to do the same. Haven't you ever looked at yourself from below or whatever? And she grabs the toaster and looks at herself and she's like, I'm hideous. And then she like lifts it up and puts it up like we would take our selfies. I remember that episode. And she's like, I'm gorgeous. So that's how I learned it. It's true.
It is true.
Huge Golden Girls fan. Huge. No one loves the Golden Girls like I do.
It's true. Rebecca has the Saints candles for the Golden Girls.
I have candles, like you would buy for
the Mexican saint candles.
Yeah. For God, I don't know why I can't think of the word.
Is it
religious shrine or whatever?
Yeah.
And they usually have saints or the Virgin Mary or Jesus himself on the candles. I have the Golden Girls. They were gifts.
They're beautiful.
And I have a t-shirt that says Stay Golden.
Do you?
And it has a picture of the Golden Girls. Yeah, I haven't worn it in a while.
Oh, you should wear it.
And I went as Sophia in a group.
Oh, you told me about that. Yeah.
And we went to New Orleans and it was great. There was another group that was also the Golden Girls, but everyone told us that we nailed it.
Yes.
It's so weird because I was the only girl in this group. All the other
I remember you telling me
Rose,
that. Yeah.
Dorothy,
some queens,
and Blanche were all, no, only 2 of them were gay. The other one was my ex-husband.
That makes it even better. I love that.
He played Rose. But yeah.
You didn't play Dorothy?
No, my friend Vince played Dorothy. My friend Michael was Blanche because he is Blanche in real life. Zandra, if you're listening, you know, girl.
Yeah, Zandra.
Because Michael's not listening.
Well, Michael, you need
Pause
to fucking
for
listen.
dramatic effect, right? Anyway, or if you are, miss you, love you. So my obsession with the Golden Girls is deep, deep, deep. I can't wait to be of that age.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Can't wait to be a Golden Girl. Honestly.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you can't wait.
Those girls were still having fun.
They were.
And they had deep connections. They were family. They were family. So much family that they opened a hotel together.
They opened a hotel?
Yep. That was the second series of the Golden Girls.
What?
Yeah. I think it was called the Golden Palace or something like that. And they owned a hotel. They bought a hotel.
What?
Yeah. And they were running
like it was a spin-off from the Golden Girls?
It didn't last.
I was going to say, I don't remember that.
Who was not there? I think it was... Sophia was there. Blanche was there and Rose was there. I think the only person that wasn't there was... Or maybe they were all there. I don't remember.
Dorothy.
I only watched a few of those episodes.
B. Arthur.
Yeah.
I fucking love her, man.
Yeah. She's the one that made it... No,
She's
Betty White's still alive. Just kidding.
Beast. Yeah. Betty is the only one, right?
Yep. Everyone. Rue was first, then Sophia, then... I'm like interchanging their real names in their castings.
I know. I do the same thing.
Estelle Getty was second.
But she was...
B. Arthur third, and then we just got...
Estelle Getty, but even though she played the mother, wasn't she like one of the youngest?
She wasn't the youngest, but she was
younger than a couple of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there's your Golden Girls facts for the week.
Makeup. Yeah.
Trivia. You doing trivia? Then now you know Golden Girls stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if you're at a gay bar. It's good to know.
There was a pool boy in the very first episode that disappeared, and he was of the... What is the PC word now? The homosexual persuasion. So
Is that the PC word?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. But
I
feel like
dicks.
It's not offensive. It's a non-offensive terminology. So
Dicks
anyway,
for days.
My point is, missed opportunity there. I'm
sorry, I'm being distracting. Go ahead.
I really wish they hadn't removed him from the casting,
Oh, wait, no. So they removed him, like, because in real life?
No, I have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
It's just, I feel like that character would have brought something to the whole series. But yeah, so.
Okay.
That's another trivia, that they had a pool boy that did like odd things for them. Odd jobs, not odd things. It sounds weird.
Lick my socks.
Oh, I did not like where you were going on that. It made me shiver inside. It made my tummy hurt.
They're in California. I think we talked about this. A bunch of drag queens were doing like a play, and they were like redoing Golden Girls scenes and stuff.
Oh my god, I love that.
I know.
I would love
it's so
to see
amazing.
it. I would love to be in it.
So amazing. You would love to be in it?
Yeah. Yep. I really do. Or anything from Designing Women. I am so livid that I cannot binge Designing Women. It is not on any
Wait, what is Designing
platform.
Women?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, what?
Dude, I'm out of the loop as far as that stuff goes.
Designing Women?
I don't... What is...
The Sugar Bakers?
Rebecca has her arms...
Oh my god.
spread
Delta Burke?
wide open.
Dixie Carter? Annie Potts?
Nope.
Oh my god. And then Charlene. I don't remember her real name.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's a group. It's two sisters that live in Atlanta from a prestigious family, I guess.
This is an old thing?
Yeah, it's from like late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
It was super popular. And so they're the Sugar Baker sisters, and they start a design firm, like an interior design firm. And Anthony, can't forget about Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
Oh, man.
Dude, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's like one of my favorite. Oh my god, Dixie Carter is like one of my idols. Like she is right there with Eleanor Roosevelt, Barbara Bush, Oprah Winfrey.
Wait,
Dixie
is
Carter.
Dixie Carter, she's the actress?
She's the actress.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway,
I
digress.
Googled her.
That's a
She's
good one.
cute.
If it's ever bingeable somewhere, you should definitely go on a Dixie Carter tour. On a Designing Women binge.
All right.
And you know, Annie Potts is from Ghostbusters.
Oh, she was in Different Strokes.
She was in Ghostbusters.
Annie Potts was?
Yeah, she played she was the secretary.
Oh, I see her. Okay.
Ghostbusters. I think that was how she did her accent. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
Pretty close. Maybe a little exaggerated because I've never actually lived in New York. I've only played a New Yorker on TV. Not really.
I was going to say, did you?
Never been on TV. Actually, I was on TV once.
Yeah?
I went to the Salem Public Library, and they were filming for children, like I was a child. They were filming book reading, and I was in the audience somewhere.
In Salem?
Mm-hmm.
Oregon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
At first I was like,
oh, I
East Coast.
forgot to say Oregon. Sorry.
But then I was like, you've never been like East Coast side as far as living, but I knew you've been on the West
Tennessee,
Coast. Yeah.
And then Michigan. That's it. Haven't been anywhere. Oh, in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything else above that.
Well, we should go to Delaware.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are they known for?
Being the first state.
Okay. Oh, and a southern state.
Yeah.
Trivia. Are you Googling it?
Yeah, Southern United States. It doesn't really break down how that became a thing, but it's basically from Texas across and up to Delaware and Virginia.
Virginia's.
It's very interesting.
Virginia.
Yeah, that's weird.
There is a whole group of Virginians that moved to Arkansas. And so there's Hatfield and McCoys in Arkansas that continued the feud. I believe they're in the Bald Knob area. Isn't that crazy? There's like a chapter 2 of
I honestly don't know anything you just said to me.
The Hatfields and McCoys?
Yeah.
You don't know about that uber famous feud? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I know what Ubers are.
Oh my God. No,
I have tell me a story.
Oh my God.
No, I really don't.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I'm gonna tell you. Sorry, spoiler alert. I'm gonna tell you about the Hatfields and McCoys next episode.
Tell me a story. Wait, just tell me this episode.
Okay,
or do you want like a bunch of information?
No, you're right.
Okay.
It'll be a quick.
It'll be quick, and then I'll do my thing.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
In a nutshell, the Hatfields and the McCoys were two families.
I mean, take your time, but yeah.
I literally put Hatfields, and it's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah.
Like, it's that famous. It's like...
No, it's just listening to you because it's the fucking government bullshit.
Big Brother.
Yeah.
I want $1 million. Give me opportunities to do that on my... and
then Siri's like, no, fuck you.
Right, that's not how this works, bitch.
File your taxes.
We're just trying to figure out if you're a terrorist. I'm literally reading this from Wikipedia, source from Google.
Uh-huh.
Don't own the rights for this. This is intended for artistic purposes only and not for distribution. So, the Hatfield-McCoy feud, also known as the Hatfield-McCoy War, are some papers at the time... Oh, as I cannot read.
No, you're good. You can not read?
I cannot read and talk. So, blah, blah, blah. Or the Hatfield-McCoy War, as some papers called it at the time, involved two rural families of the West Virginia, Kentucky area along the Tug Fork and the Big Sandy River in the years 1863 through 1891. Mm-hmm. The Hatfields of West Virginia were led by William Anderson Devilans Hatfield, while the McCoys of Kentucky were under, and this is like border town, McCoys of Kentucky were under the leadership of Randolph Rannell.
Rebecca's doing so many quotes right now.
So many air quotes. There's too many.
So many air quotes. I don't even... Just keep doing it.
Randolph
little bunny
Rannell
McCoy hopping through the forest,
picking up field mice,
bobbing them on the head.
Who was I talking to that did not know that was a song?
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Anyway, I'm sorry if you're listening and I forgot who you were.
Maybe they want it that way.
Right. Anyway, so those involved in the feud were descendants from Ephraim Hatfield, born 1765, and William McCoy, born 1750. The feud has entered the American folklore lexicon as a metonym for any bitterly feuding rival parties. More than a century later, the feud has become synonymous with the perils of family honor, justice, revenge, recently brought to light again was from the documentary Hatfields and McCoys.
Wait, did I miss something? What was the feud about?
So that was just a breakdown.
Okay.
It's probably over land, but I've also heard that it was over like a marriage. I'm not sure. There's very convoluted. There's a lot of history there. Like they've just like, there's a lot of bootlegging wars, territory wars, killings, murders. I mean, they're just like
between two families.
Yeah, just like getting in each other's way and like really just they're trying to do the same thing in a very small area, you know, and just like button heads.
Okay.
Button heads.
So it started
like the first
Virginia. Kickoff? Oh, so okay, yeah. So McCoy person entered a relationship with Hatfield.
That's what I thought.
Person.
I thought it was over a failed marriage.
She left her family to live with the Hatfields in West Virginia. Then it says she eventually returned, but then they tried to resume their relationship, and he was arrested by the McCoys for bootlegging.
Yeah, there's a lot of bootlegging in their heels, and they moved it all to Arkansas, and they were bootlegging there as well.
Wait, so both of the families moved their shit to Arkansas?
Ended up there.
It was like one of them like kind of
and
progressively moved.
I feel like there was already
the
another family, so it was like a trifecta at this point. I think. I may be making that part up.
Well, maybe we will have to cover this then. This is a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be.
No, it's too late now.
It's too late, baby.
Maybe we will. I'll put it on the list. But we'll wait several months before we actually do this so that everyone forgets.
They won't forget. They'll be like, man, I've been waiting on this because you guys totally killed it. Killed it in a bad way the first time you talked about it.
Right? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. It's not because you're boring.
I wasn't even the one that was just like talking about stuff. That was all you.
No, I'm serious. It's not because you're boring. It's because it's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long month. And it's 1 o'clock
in the morning. Yeah, this is a lot of information. I feel like this should be covered because it's a lot of stuff.
It's a thing. It's a huge thing.
I had
but
no idea.
You know what? The reason why I want to do it for this podcast is because it's. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic.
Just punched it with a
because goddamn it,
fierceness.
Because it's one of those things that has been absorbed into the lexicon, and a lot of people use it like, oh man, they're fighting like the Hatfields and McCoys, or man, I haven't seen a argument like that since the Hatfields.
I've never heard of this
believe
before.
You have never heard this. This is like unbelievable. It's like saying I've never heard of Cheetos, basically.
No.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. Honestly, like everybody is screaming at you right now in their at their speakers.
Bring it.
I hope this is what triggers people to like start messaging on
Dude, whatever it takes.
Our social media.
I feel like also maybe we should come up with another email address because it's really long.
It's not that. It's all gone to. It's our title.
Yeah, I guess
it's all gone terribly wrong.
The
no
name
apostrophe.
of our fucking thing.
And there's other like Last Podcast on the Left. What is their email? Last Podcast on the Left. Probably at gmail.com.
LP
acronyms.
O.
You want to switch everything over now?
No, not now. We made too much stuff. We can't.
Right? That's changing passwords for so many things.
No, it's not bad because I do. No, you're right. Like, I feel like if you're listening to it, you know what it's called.
Right.
So all you do is type in the name of the podcast.
The name of what we are.
It's fine.
Right. Just type in the words.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
It's
it's
the most passive aggressive thing ever.
It's fine. She said.
You said that to me earlier in a text message, and I was talking to Keelan, and I was like, I don't know.
That's because I was driving.
She's okay with that or not.
No, I was driving. I was literally driving. I was like, I shouldn't be texting. And I was like, no, it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
She said passive aggressively.
Yeah.
Same tone. It's fine.
It's fine.
No, it really is fine. What were we saying? What was fine before? Before you started doing some house music with your mouth, hole.
Your mouth,
with your mouth hole.
Jesus, I'm so sorry to everyone that's still listening to this.
Still, for
no,
them,
I'm not.
It's 24 minutes into the new
I just
episode.
mean the podcast in general.
Oh.
I love you guys so much for
hey, thank you,
banter.
our 16 YouTubers and our 20-something listen and our
subscribe to Patreon.
20-something Patreon
You'll get
listeners.
even more of this.
Thank you all.
And some t-shirts.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we'll repeat it in this episode. So sign up for Patreon, you get a sticker.
We have the ad, like we really don't. Well, no, okay, this part now.
The swag part we didn't have before.
Yeah.
So sign up, you automatically get a sticker. After 2 months, you get a T-shirt, and then after that, you get exclusive content. Well, throughout you'll have exclusive content.
Yeah.
And then other merch as we get it.
And also, the more people that subscribe, the more exclusive content we'll be able to give you.
Yeah.
So
that's how this works, folks.
Yeah.
We are working hard for you.
And we have a lot of good ideas, but we need incentive.
We do need financial assistance.
I was talking about incentive.
Well, I have
to
incentive.
buy a kiddie pool and a bunch of Jello.
Yeah, that's a thing, guys. Like, did we even talk about that?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it secret, but
still, because there's a few months out.
Talking about it.
Yeah. So there's your first clue. It's February 8th. Nope, sorry. Whatever date this comes out, it is February still. February.
It's it's after
February?
Dude, I shit you not, I almost said it's after Thanksgiving.
It's February. It's well past Thanksgiving.
I mean, I guess it still counts.
Almost Thanksgiving again.
Really, anything could be almost before or after.
Really, man? Like, in the grand scheme
of
things? Like,
dude. It's just, we're on
all
a fucking
just, like,
loop.
spinning around this giant marble and free floating into space, man.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah. So, yes.
Yes.
Oh, God, we're just going to be
This
all over the
is
place
terrible.
this episode.
It's okay. I'll be doing shit.
None of that made it, probably.
What is this calendar?
Okay, it's just showing you one date, and 2 holidays.
I feel like I need to take a picture of this. The 8th.
Can you take a screenshot?
I just did.
Awesome.
Okay, well,
Yay,
never mind.
Technology. No, it doesn't matter what date it is. It's still February. So this is your clue in February.
No, I was
kiddie
gonna.
pool
You meant the 18th.
and Jell-O. Yes, the 18th. This is the 18th. This is
no,
February.
actually, if this is the third
This is
episode,
February
then it would be the 25th.
25th.
So many numbers, you guys. We just can't keep up with it. It's
This
a number.
is February
Okay.
25th. In the year of our Lord 2019. And your first clue at a Patreon exclusive content
Yes.
is that we need money to purchase
Jell-O.
a shitload of Jell-O and a baby pool. You figure it out.
Baby pool, kiddie pool,
Kiddie pool.
small plastic pool. I feel like even kitties.
Not a baby pool, because babies can't swim.
A small pool.
Yeah, kiddie pools.
A recreational yard pool.
So, yeah, that's that.
That's that. So, what's up?
Sup, bro? Still on the bro thing.
Bro, dude, man.
Bro, dude, man. What else we got? PensaCon was a
Just trying to-
blast, because that is over.
Ooh, yeah, it was good.
We
Y'all
had
should go next year.
So much fun. Definitely look forward to that. It grows every year.
I partied with Bam Margera and what was the other guy? Lance Bass?
No, it was Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone. Did a
First-
bunch of shots together.
Right. Cha, you wish.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But William Shatner, he was
Dude,
all about that.
Fuck yeah, he was.
all about that. He wanted some Jordyn.
He did. We went to the Crown afterwards, and I just
And Chewbacca.
fed him popcorn, like grapes.
Everybody knows how much William Shatner loves popcorn. He loves that shit.
He does.
Oh man, there's so many stories about like him not getting his lines right because he just accidentally said the word popcorn.
Yeah.
It's on all the bloopers.
I mean, he's a little bit of an issue. Like, he has some problems.
That's how he gained the weight. Just kidding. You're beautiful.
William. Oh, Will.
Oh, Billy.
Yes. I enjoyed how that progressed.
Nailed it. Well, this is starting fun. I keep looking at the seconds and thinking that's the minutes. So that's why I said we were at 58 minutes in. And now we're 58 minutes in before. But
we're still good, though. We should start talking.
We should start talking about shit right now. Well, this is all you, boo. This episode.
Boo.
I gave you some Hatfield McCoys.
Bruh. You did, and I'm super stoked about that.
But I'll cover it more extensively, not exclusively.
Please do. It is exclusive. I'm waiting for you to...
Oh, shit. Sorry. Hey, Jordyn.
Hey, Rebecca.
Could you tell me a story?
I would love to tell you a story.
Yeehaw!
Oh, God, people hate us.
I hate myself for being a Texan and saying yeehaw. I feel like I've betrayed my people.
We'll edit that part out. It'll just be bleeps. Bleeps, bleeps. God, I hope I can do this now.
I know. Good luck. This is how I felt.
Thanks.
This is how I feel doing it second.
This is more than second. This is like...
Thirdsies? I agree.
Yeah.
So take your time. Also, you're editing, so...
I'm fine with that. No, I'm glad I'm
how-
editing.
And I really, truly appreciate it. Because school is kicking my ace. My ace hoe.
I'm glad to be here for you and your asshole.
It always comes back to poop.
It really does.
And buttholes.
Damn it. All right, let's jump into this. Considering the season, I tried really hard last week or the week prior to do a Valentine's Day thing, but it kind of went down a rabbit hole and that didn't really happen.
I mean, he probably ate somebody's heart.
Yeah, but we don't know for sure. So anyways, this time, yeah.
But it's still February.
I'm covering something that's relevant that's happening right now.
Okay.
Mardi Gras.
Oh, yay. I love Mardi Gras. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this and actually learned a lot, so I hope
Is this like the background of Mardi Gras?
cover it. A lot of it is, yeah.
Sweet. Because I was just literally talking with someone about Mardi Gras and how the point was there's no Like there's everybody parties, but like that's part of a religious holiday. So like you're supposed to party, but then Lent happens. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, how many people like go to the party and then actually participate in Lent?" It's not that anymore. It's a party holiday now.
It is a party holiday now.
How many people
definitely
how many people celebrate St. Patrick's Day and aren't Irish?
Right.
So
or Cinco de Mayo.
And aren't Hispanic.
We've been We've been celebrating that shit for like the past 3 days because all we've been living off of is tacos.
Right. Cinco de Mayo came super early for us.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
I'm glad you're doing this.
There's a lot, man, and I honestly wish I had covered more of it because like there's a ton of stuff, so I had to kind of like pick and choose my information. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So it actually began like before it was Mardi Gras. Kind of with every holiday, it began like thousands of years ago as a pagan celebration.
Right.
And it was a celebration of spring and fertility, which I also feel like is every pagan celebration, though.
They all about that spring and fertility.
The fertility.
Fertility.
You're getting fertilized. You're chilling. Fertility.
Let's get drunk and do it, is what it's basically.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. That might make it awkward.
That's super awkward. Yeah. No, I like you as a person. Just not that into you. No, I'm just kidding.
What is that called when you the dude thing when you like friend?
Are you talking about neg? Wait.
No.
Friend zone?
Yeah, friend zone.
She's
friend zone me.
You totally friend zone now.
All right. Mardi is the French word for Tuesday, and Gras means fat.
Mm-hmm. Fat Tuesday.
Yes. Because in France, the day before Ash Wednesday became known as Mardi Gras. Yeah. Or Fat Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Everybody pigs the fuck out.
Exactly. And celebrated around the world. Obviously here, it's known as Mardi Gras. Other places, it's known as Carnival.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I didn't know. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Oh, yeah. Are you being facetious right now?
Nope.
Oh,
totally
okay.
Did not realize that was the same thing.
Yeah, it's Carnival.
Did not know that. That's cool.
And jeez. God bless me. I've never fucking said that in my life. That was weird. I've had too many beers.
God bless
Edit that out.
She reminds herself in the audio.
In medieval Latin, carnival means to take away or remove meat.
Oh, shut up. Really?
Yeah.
I'm learning a hell of a lot in like the first
Good. So the rest of this
of
can be garbage and it doesn't even matter.
I learned so much today.
So when Christianity was established in Rome, Mardi Gras, Carnival, whatever you want to call it, which is not what the name was back then, but it was already happening.
Right. Okay.
And kind of much like a lot of Christianity, which some people will debate. I'm not trying to like be fucking...
This isn't PC, folks. Comedy podcast. It's for entertainment purposes, not for distribution. No, I'm just kidding.
Instead of abolishing the practices, because it had already been like kind of a thing, they were like, we're just gonna incorporate these pagan traditions. Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Much as
do that, but instead of your woodland god, you're gonna use actual Christ. So just call him Christ.
Yeah, Christ.
That's how it translates.
Yeah. So they did that for their faith because it was easier. I don't know. That was interesting to me in itself. Like I never really thought about it like that. Like with a bunch of stuff.
That's a popular Roman technique. Honestly.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No, that's what it's a Roman.
A Roman.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought we were in Christianity.
Or maybe yeah.
Oh, like the
Christianity started in Rome. Okay. Then they were like Mardi Gras. I guess we'll the pagan thing, but we'll adopt it. Yeah. So they kind of just tried to make it better.
Right.
And so as a result, like the...
Wait, what do you mean better? Like if you guys are going to party...
No, they just tried to incorporate... Yeah.
Let's really do it.
Christians do it the best.
We're just going to really
I'm
going
to have to edit that part out too. That was bad. So, no, they were just like, well, this is going to happen either way, so we'll bring this in and try and figure it out.
Yeah.
So as a result, the excess and debauchery of the Mardi Gras season to incorporate it into their stuff became like the prelude to Lent.
Right.
Are you familiar with Lent?
Yeah. You give up something for 40 days, and
Yeah.
you got Ash Wednesday that marks the end of it, right?
I don't want to be a dick, but is that a Mormon thing too?
No.
Is it not?
100%
Oh, because it's a Jesus thing.
It's 100% Catholic. That's a Catholic
No,
thing.
it's a Methodist thing too. Because
Well, okay, anything Catholic related. So
Okay.
like any of the Protestant religions.
Okay.
I don't think we do that shit.
Okay.
Like I don't think Lutherans do that.
I could see that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a Protestant religion. God, I don't know religions.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
all
Mormons
mixes
do
up.
not do that. I'm pretty sure Jehovah's Witness don't do it. Baptists sure as fuck don't do
Jehovah's
it.
don't do anything.
They
really
right.
don't.
That's their thing. They don't do anything.
They don't do anything.
That is their thing.
It is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of the Baptist religions do that.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm curious now. We'll have to follow up with
They
this.
do Passover.
No, Passover's Jewish.
What do they
Damn,
do?
we
They do
need
Easter.
to get educated.
That's what they do. They
Baptists
do Easter.
do Easter.
Yes. And I gotta say it again.
And they don't dance. They don't dance.
Who died for our sins? I'm sorry, because I love it so much. It was such a good joke.
It was a good joke.
Thank you, Anonymous.
So they're doing it as the prelude to Lent. If you don't know what Lent is, it's 40 days of fasting and penance. Whatever. Penis.
40 days of penis? I'm on board.
Yes!
You've converted me. It's fine. Wait, all I gotta do is fast for 40 days too? I don't know. Maybe.
And get that D.
Now I'm reconsidering because I do like.
You won't
my
have
food.
enough energy.
Exactly. I might die.
Enjoy the other thing.
The penis.
Yeah, the penis. So, yeah, Ash Wednesday. Okay, so Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent.
Okay.
And so then
that leads up to Easter weekend.
Yeah, so Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent. And then you have
40 days, 40 nights. That's the thing. It's not necessarily fasting. You give up something, I think. Everybody gives up
It
something.
is, yeah. Between Ash Wednesday, then Easter is when you stop.
Right.
Yeah. So I did that when I was little, like...
What religion were you raised?
Methodist.
Okay.
Well, Methodist and Catholic.
Okay.
So, like, my dad's side of the family is Catholic.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't into it. My grandparents were super into it.
That's probably why you did it.
Well, I did Lent?
Yeah.
No, I did Lent because of...
Oh, the Methodists do
Methodists,
that?
yeah.
I said doo-doo.
Doo-doo, ha!
They do that?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would, like, pick something every year to give up. Obviously, it's a lot more loose than it used to be.
Right.
Because it was a bunch of fasting. I do remember that, though. I do remember, like, there was a specific day where you, like, did fast. And when I was older,
maybe.
My mom fasted, and she was like, oh, do you want to do this with me? And I was like, yeah. And then I would go eat, like, fucking Triscuits in the closet or whatever. But
Sure, Mom, totally. I'm with you.
the only thing I remember, like, I tried to do everything each year for Lent as far as, like, you know, giving something up.
Right.
The only thing I remember giving up is donuts.
Oh, for 40 days? But you made it, didn't you?
I think so.
Maybe?
I don't remember.
I don't know, man.
But I feel like that was the thing at our church group is we would get donuts every week.
Oh, and you're like, I'm not going to participate for 40 days and 40 nights.
And then the last week I was like, oh, there's only 5 days left. I can eat one of these.
No one will know. God won't care. I'm almost there. I almost made it, God.
God forgives everything, so.
Right. I was so close. Did my best.
Yeah.
35 days is like a B. It's like a B. It's like a B plus.
Yeah, 35 out of 40.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a B plus.
Yeah. That's good enough.
I'm okay with that. I am okay with that.
It's getting everything out of your system before Lent. And
Cleansing the temple.
sure, your body's a temple.
That's what they told me in health class.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. And then they showed me how to apply condoms onto a banana. Yeah. Which really gave me some inaccurate expectations.
At least it wasn't an eggplant.
Right?
Or a cucumber.
Right. I mean, an actual eggplant as the emoji that people use for
right.
penis. Like, who are you kidding?
They used like a squash.
I mean, who are you fooling?
Yeah.
Just kidding. You're perfect because you're you.
Right. Yep.
To everyone who's listening.
No judgment. Love you. All right. So, Rome. Did that.
That thing with the thing.
Did a thing. Did the spin, the Christianity spin on the Mardi Gras that was already happening so people could enjoy themselves before Lent. And it spread from Rome to all of Europe. That's kind of what you were saying earlier. And I thought about it, but I didn't, like, I knew about it, but I didn't really think about, like, how, like, people that would have, like, a bunch of, because when you do Lent, you don't eat red meat. You only eat fish, and then you fast, like we talked about. That was the other, like, kind of thing to it. It was, like, anyone that had, like, a bunch of fatty foods and sugars and red meat in their house, that was the time to just, like, binge and get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would go bad.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
So they were just like, yeah, let's eat this.
No, we got to eat it all right now.
Yeah.
Borderline diabetes, it's okay because Easter's on the way.
That's a good rap.
It did rhyme. I'm a
Borderline
poet and I didn't know it.
Diabetes.
That's how you say
Do you
it
know
in Latin.
sometimes rappers they pronounce things incorrectly so they can rhyme other stuff with it? That's what I was trying to do, except it already rhymed before that.
You reverse engineered. You're like the Offspring. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, no shade. I like the Offspring.
I was kidding. I did like the Offspring.
No, that was good. That was good.
Oh, man.
Earliest organized Mardi Gras celebrations in the United States occurred in, of course, New Orleans, Mobile, Biloxi, and Pensacola.
Oh, cool. We were like one of the first?
Yeah, because, you know, Pensacola was one of the first areas to be established.
Yeah.
And then it got fucked by a hurricane, but then it came back again.
I guess I didn't know the extent of it.
Yeah.
No, I did not
Maybe
know.
we'll delve in that another time.
How awesome Pensacola was, or how up and coming until how Pensacola could have been New Orleans.
Yeah.
Except for
pretty
a
much.
hurricane. How
Go
Montgomery could have been Atlanta, except for the airport went to Atlanta instead of Montgomery.
So,
So
technically the first American Mardi Gras took place. Oh, God.
I know.
Sorry, that was gross.
PBR. Possible burps.
Pretty bubbly
related.
rips.
Pretty bubbly rips. Pretty burpy. Right?
Yes! Pretty burpy, right?
PBR.
Yeah.
This is not an ad. Unless you want it to be, and then, send us a check.
Yeah. So technically the first American Mardi Gras took place, Jesus Christ, on March 3rd, 1699, when French explorers landed near the present-day New Orleans. And they had a small celebration and dubbed their landing spot Point du Mardi Gras.
Nice.
Yes. And then, so that was 1699. And then in 1702, Mobile, Alabama. What's happening?
I was just blowing my burp
Oh,
away.
I thought you were like doing spit bubbles. That's what it looked like.
Gross. No.
I don't know. There's a whole scenario when you did that. I thought Buddy was walking in, and then you were blowing like spit bubbles at him.
Oh, wow.
That's like your relationship.
I swear to God I didn't spike your beer, but that was trippy.
I haven't even drank as much as I did yesterday.
Maybe that's the problem.
So maybe. Yeah, Mobile, Alabama. 1702 was found as the first capital of French Louisiana. When it was like a big ole Louisiana.
Before the purchase.
Yeah.
Pre-purchase.
Pre-purchase.
PP. Louisiana PP.
Then the next year, French settlers began to celebrate the Mardi Gras tradition because it was already, it was like happening in Europe. And then, why was that funny? I'm like trying really hard to tell my shit right now.
It's not anything you did.
I don't know what happened.
I'm dwelling on the fact that I said PP. I'm dying internally, and I'm like, I'm I'm trying to make I'm trying to let you do your thing, and I'm like,
do you need a moment?
I said pee-pee. I said pee-pee.
You said doo-doo earlier too. Like
doo-doo. God, what's wrong with me? Oh, that's right. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pretty burpy, right?
So good.
All right. Please continue. And I apologize.
No, don't apologize ever until the end of the episode.
Right.
So Mobile was also supposedly, it kind of all gets a little murky because New Orleans and Mobile and Pensacola were all kind of like
trade routes or whatever.
Yeah, well, they were not even, I guess, trade routes, but they were just like rocking their shit at the same time, and it was like, you know, they were all discovered around the same time, and so stuff was going on. Yeah, and so it's like
Pensacola, we're a thing.
Yeah, we're definitely a thing.
We're a thing.
We are pretty badass.
I know. I like living here.
Yeah. So moving on.
Just side note, I like living here.
It was, Mobile supposedly was host to like one of the first formally organized Mardi Gras parades. I think it kind of claims that with the other ones too. But Mobile was,
I've heard that before.
It's popping, and it's always been popping.
Yeah.
That was in 1830. They're also really well known above the other two places for they were like mystic societies, which are the crews.
Oh yeah. So Mobile has the OG crews.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like New Orleans and other French settlements, you know, kept marking the holiday with street parties, and then it just kind of like kept building up. They would do like the masked balls and like lavish dinners. I hope I'm in here enough. I probably am.
I think so.
Yeah. And then for a while, though, the Spanish took control of New Orleans, and they banned the celebrations. A lot of the things, like, there was kind of like a bunch of starting...
You're Catholic? God damn it.
Yeah, right. There were a bunch of starting and stopping points down here because it was like a tradition thing, but then it would kind of get out of hand because it was just like a shit ton of like debauchery.
Right.
So then they'd be like, no, we're not...
It's too much.
We're not doing this. Like,
kind of like now.
It's kind of like a religious thing,
much.
and it's not that at all anymore. Yeah. So Spanish took over, and they banned the celebrations, and that remained in effect in Louisiana until Louisiana became a state in 1812.
Whoa.
Yeah.
For a very, very long time.
Very long time. Back to Mobile. A bunch of guys that formerly were living in Mobile and had like the mystic societies went over to New Orleans in 1857, and they like formally, a lot of it's like you can't tell because again it's like, oh, they formally did this.
So they were kind of doing it before, and they're like,
it
yeah,
was like
we're
they
gonna
were
go ahead
all
and make
doing it before, and then it was like, like initial, or god damn it, officially.
Initially and officially.
So yeah, 1857, businessmen from Mobile organize a secret society to observe Mardi Gras with a formal parade called the Mystic Crew of Comus.
Spell it?
Comus. Comus?
Comus is what I would
go with Comus, not come us.
Comus. Yeah.
Comus.
Comus.
And then I wrote, which, again, began the official crew, the OG crew of Mardi Gras.
So this episode is how Mobile saved Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Because it sounds like it was shut down in New Orleans, and everybody kind of went to Mobile and harbored there for a little bit, and then went back to New Orleans when it was okay.
No, because it got shut down in New Orleans, but then it came back in 1812. The guys from Mobile didn't officially make that crew until 1857.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So
again, it's just like all kind of floating around, and you know, how do you like completely track that?
True.
Like, I feel like it was all of them kind of just like doing their stuff.
Yeah.
So it does say though that they were the ones that actually invented the first king of Mardi Gras.
Oh, really?
Because you know, like how all the crews have like the king and queens. And I should have looked into this more, but
that didn't happen until New Orleans?
Yeah, the businessmen that made the crew. And his name was Rex.
Oh, cool. I like that name though.
It's a good name.
That's a great name.
Rex.
It's no longer for puppies. It's for babies too.
Yep. And kings.
And kings.
Not legitimate illegitimate kings.
Illegitimate bastard kings.
Yep. And he tossed sugar-coated almonds into the crowds when they did their parade.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
Aww.
Almonds? Sugar-covered almonds?
Like Jordyn almonds.
Jordyn almonds! Nice. Nice. That's what you should be for Halloween one year.
A Jordyn almond.
Just be an almond, and I'm a Jordyn almond. I love it.
You were
wasted.
very excited about that.
It's great. It's great. That's a queet tangent. That's another word I made up.
Queet?
Queet. It's cool and sweet at the same time. Queet.
Oh, I dig it.
I know it sounds a little too close to queef. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you first said
Just
it.
enunciate the queet. Like wheat. Wheat. Wheat.
Good luck with
Good luck to everyone.
Okay, let's finish this up.
Let's end this.
Yes. Okay, so we got the crew, the OG crew, the guys from Mobile that started it in
Right.
New Orleans. Rex was the OG king. He tossed sugar-coated almonds. So they're dubbed throws now, which I honestly didn't know.
Oh, the beats?
Like anything they toss into the crowd is a throw.
Okay. It's a...
I feel like I should have known this because, okay, so I used to...
You knew someone.
They had a Mardi Gras float, and so we would go, me and Mallory would go on the Mardi Gras float
Sweet.
with him. And
Queet.
It was super queet. And throw the beads and shit.
And
But
throw the throws.
I've never heard, yeah, throw the throws. I've never heard that before.
It's probably like pretentious, like biz lingo or whatever. you
Yeah.
know? Like no one actually uses it except for the a-hole that's been doing it for
Right.
however many years.
You know, I don't know how that works, but I guess like any seasonal thing, there's like Mardi Gras warehouses and they just
Oh, yeah.
beads for days.
Oh yeah, it's that shit. Is
And you know that
insane.
turnaround and not the turnaround, that shit's cheap and they're making bank off
Oh
of it.
yeah, the overhead.
Yeah, overhead. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just plastic.
And the turnaround's probably bad too because
it's
they just
plastic.
have a bunch of people that hate their lives that are like looking at beads every day and they're just like, okay, I fucking quit.
The worst part about it is it's just garbage. It ends up being garbage.
Oh, no,
Nobody
it's
keeps their
awful.
beads.
Yeah.
And if you see Mardi Gras anywhere, Pensacola, Mobile, New Orleans, Galveston even, because Galveston does it too.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's where I first was introduced to it because I'm a Texas girl. Afterwards, it's just nothing but garbage beads everywhere.
is.
Everywhere.
It's kind of a bummer.
I mean, that's what the turtles are choking on. Let's be honest. If we
Let's
could start,
be honest.
let's be honest. If we could just turn those beads into like, okay, so there are companies that put flower seeds into cards.
Mm-hmm.
What if we made all of the beads out of biodegradable paper that had flower seeds in it? Because if it lands in a tree, no big deal. The rain will disintegrate it and it turns into flowers somewhere. I mean,
Okay. So there's another organized secular celebration of Mardi Gras in Pensacola. That was in 1874.
that's when ours started.
Yeah, I think it was going on before, but again, for Pensacola, that was like their first organized one.
Gotcha.
And a group of men established a crew, and Pensacola, which I thought was actually pretty
What was the
cool.
crew name? Do you know the original?
It's Priscus Associato, yo.
Okay.
Yo, yo.
Yo.
There was a reason I didn't say.
So it's all Latin. I did an article about some crews around here.
Did you?
In Pensacola? Yeah.
Well, and again, that's
They're
like
all real sketch.
a thing. There's so many.
It's so many incarnations.
Yeah.
So like, in this particular case, I remember talking to the guy, and he's like, "Well, we were all part of another crew, and then we decided to like join another crew, but the name has been around for a while, or something like that." You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, okay, you know. There's been so many incarnations off and on, so it's just really hard to track these folks. And usually, to be honest, these days, these crews are funded by usually a particular company, you know? So, like, Gulf Power will be, like, funding a crew. It's like, you know, so-and-so law firm, it has a crew, you know, or whatever. Navy Federal probably has a crew. Who knows? And then there's the private, folks. You got a Shriners crew, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Have you been to any of the parades down here?
Yeah, but I was pretty drunk for most of them.
You don't remember the Shriners driving their cars?
I don't recall any of the... I recall them, but I don't recall who they were. Oh, yeah. But... Okay,
oh, yeah.
It's one of those memories. It's like, okay, do I recall this from this parade or from the thousands of other parades that we have for whatever reason?
Right.
You know? I don't know, but I do recall the moon pies. Moon pies, moon pies. Bubba likes moon pies, moon pies, moose pies.
I tried to figure out why that was a thing. Like, I looked up the history of them, but it wasn't. Like, moon pies weren't directly associated with...
Mardi Gras.
Right.
For right. They're actually a dessert. Like, they were on the baking show. So they call them something else in England, though. They've got a totally different name in Europe, and they're like a legit pastry,
more fancy.
Like you would find it in a French patisserie.
Really?
So, yeah, for real. But they call it something else. I watched it on the Great British Baking Show. I watched them make these things, and I was like, they kept calling it whatever the hell they called it, and I'm like, that's a moon pie. They're making moon pies. Why aren't they calling them moon pies? Why aren't they talking about Mardi Gras? Because honestly, that's the first time I had ever seen such a concoction.
Of Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
So you said
around
they had
Mardi
it
Gras time.
in Galveston too, though.
Mardi Gras, yeah.
Yeah. Did you go to it when you were there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like here, you know, like most of the parade is like most of the family, and you know, it's like everybody's out there, family, and you know, whatever. It's just different groups of people, and they have the parade, and they have the floats and whatever, the cruise, and they throw beads, and it's all the same. Like it was not any different from there to here to anywhere else I've seen it.
It is.
It's just like how big the party gets afterward.
Like,
That's the difference.
But they still want to all be like, oh no, we were the first ones, when it was kind of just all happening.
Does Galveston claim that? Because that's bullshit.
No,
there's no way Galveston claims that.
There was so much information on it. I kind of just wanted to kind of like focus on the history a little bit, and then focus on stuff around here.
I apologize for derailing you.
Bunch. No, dude, you're good. During the Pensacola Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, Priscus celebration at Seville Quarter, which would be the Priscus. I think it's just Priscus Association. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's just not an N there, and that's why
It's not Priscus?
No, it is Priscus. I just didn't pronounce the other word right.
What's the weather word? The weather word.
It's association.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I tried to pronounce it totally different earlier because there wasn't an N on the bottom of it.
I didn't. Oh, when you were saying the whole...
I was like, associaggio. No, motherfucker, there's just not an N. Yeah, so your article says that. It's the Priscus celebration, which is the Priscus Association, which is the first crew that was
cool.
made here.
I wrote that. I blinked out.
You did.
That's sweet.
Yeah, super sweet.
I did my research
You did.
at that point, and then immediately purged it.
Yeah.
Cram and purge. That's what I learned in uni.
Oh, geez.
I didn't go to uni.
All right.
Into college.
Yeah, so they were the first ones here, and then as far as just the stuff I read, like Pensacola was like very noted as one of the first places that had all women's crews, which I thought was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like first women crews, the first ones that like held their own fucking Mardi Gras balls and
what? That's cool. Like
stuff.
Debutante kind of deals?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be a debutante.
Right?
Okay, and so the sugar bakers that we talked about previously from Designing Women, which you definitely need to watch.
Yes.
They were debutantes, basically, in Southern Belles in Atlanta. And one of them was ended up being like a super serious one, and the other one ended up being a frivolous, like, pageant lady. And that their dynamic was just really great. And I and I'm just like really mad that you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really hurt that you don't know how I feel right now.
I'm trying really hard.
It really does baffle me that you miss Designing Women. Like, just no reference to it. Like, oh no, I remember hearing about the show. Like, not even that.
Not at all.
Not even that. Let me show. I'm gonna show you a picture. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, but I'm gonna show you a picture and see if it triggers.
Well, while
anything.
you're doing that really quick,
Yeah,
like you
keep
just
going.
touched base on that, but again, the cruise, like the people that did the cruise were like
debutantes.
Yeah,
from
like
Atlanta.
Upper class, not from Atlanta. That's how the parades were able to happen, though, because it was like people that were well off, and they would get sponsored by the other people that would want to be part of the cruise. So there were like fees. They were like, oh, you fucking have money, you want to party with us, there's a fee.
Yeah.
And then that supported the cruise, which in return now supports, like your article said, it's like a
food bank for these folks.
Yeah,
they give back. Stuff. But yeah, the ones that are done by companies, yeah, it's just kind of like a way to pay for their party and be philanthropic and thrive in the community.
But it does seem nice that, yeah, a lot of them at least do. Like, I know
these days
the Mardi Gras ball here, like for the mall
and I'm
ball,
sure then too.
It's
like it's just like any other charitable events. Like,
yeah.
They have a party, and then that's why I put it party of the purpose. It's a purpose.
Yes.
Party with a purpose. No triggers. No
mental. I don't know the freaking. What'd you say it was called?
Designing Women.
Shit, I don't know.
It's so frustrating.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's knock this out.
Okay.
So Mardi Gras, which is also known as Carnival, again, continues to take place around the world. It's still like a significant Roman Catholic thing, so it's like those places. But then at the same time, it's like, I mean, if you're really devout Catholic, you're not going to go out and get like fucking hammered and go to a bunch of parades. But it's still, that's how it originated. So those countries are the ones that still celebrate it.
Right.
For the people that go to church, go to Mass on Easter and Christmas.
Right. We're going to party for you.
We'll be there Easter after we partied hard, and then we'll be there Christmas, because Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. So, Brazil holds a week-long Carnival.
That's awesome.
Festivities. And then Quebec City in Canada.
That could be a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, that's its own thing for sure. I would love to go there.
And you're doing that topic.
So incredible. Carnival! Yeah, so that's the thing. So, it occurs in Brazil because of that. And
because of that. That's so racist. No, I'm just kidding.
Questioning.
I'm just kidding.
I was actually kind of surprised by this, but Quebec City in Canada hosts a giant Quebec Winter Carnival.
That's crazy.
Based on that as well.
They're
and then
French, right? Are they?
Yeah, they are. So
there
that
a lot
kind
of Catholics
that makes sense.
In France.
In Canada.
But it's French Canada.
Yeah, just a bunch of Catholics everywhere. Just assume they're everywhere.
You're right.
Everywhere. Oh, so Italy, Venice holds a carnival as well.
Sweet.
And theirs is like also one of like, because it started in Europe and then obviously it came to the States. So theirs was like one of the first really big ones too.
Oh wow.
And I also read something that said one of the reasons, and I'm not 100% certain on this, but the gold, purple, and green originated because a bunch of students had traveled over to Italy, and like in Italy they celebrate it super huge, and then they were in New Orleans in I think the 1800s, and they had seen like a bunch of purple, gold, and green over there, and so they wore a bunch of costumes for that, like the whole, like a bunch of the college like went through the streets to celebrate.
Of Venice.
No, they went to Venice
and saw green, gold, purple there, and
then
brought it back
they
to New
were in
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
And wore it, and that was one of the reasons why that became a thing.
Cool.
But again, I'm not.
Oh, unsubstantiated.
There's also like
Yep.
significance behind the colors.
Oh.
So
okay.
I'm not sure
Like lore?
if that. No, just like each color stands for something different, which I'm going to get to in a second.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's something that started in Italy or if it started elsewhere. Again, like there's so much shit. I feel bad because I was kind of like dumbing it down as much as possible.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, Italy, big. Germany celebrates it. They kind of do the same thing. Parades, costume balls. And then one of their... Did I say... It sounded like I said custom balls, I feel like.
No, I heard definitely costume.
Okay, good. Costume balls.
Just balls.
And then their tradition
Balls.
is that they empower women to cut off men's ties.
Oh, whoa. I was like, cut off their
It
what?
almost went very south.
Their ties?
Literally. Yeah.
What's the
ties.
significance of that?
I didn't look it up.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We gave you homework today.
Yeah, we did.
That's crazy. No, what is blowing my mind right now is that I have never heard of Mardi Gras in other countries. Yes, Carnival, but I know Carnival is definitely celebrated in Brazil, and I know that Carnival has been celebrated in like maybe a few other South American countries.
Yeah,
but never did I know that Mardi Gras / Carnival was being celebrated in Italy, Germany.
Right.
Like, this is
And
blowing my mind.
it evolved with Catholicism.
Yes, that's what's like, oh yeah, duh. But
Right.
like at the same time,
You
would think if I searched Mardi Gras,
right,
other countries would be popping up. You know, like pictures from other countries would just automatically.
No, and I was surprised about that too because
it's never like, okay. So
I thought
greatest PR campaign in history.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans equals Mardi Gras.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was about to say because that was I always connected it to New Orleans.
Yep.
And then looking at when I was looking it up, which I still haven't heard of some of this, but like obviously like the Panhandle where we're at does it, Texas does it, but then it also states that like it's kind of scattered about. Places in California do it.
Oh yeah,
And Eureka Springs in Arkansas, they do it
with the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yes. Good. Good callback.
Yes, I need one more for the rule of threes.
Yes. Detroit, St. Louis,
Rock City, St. Louis,
Tulsa. Again, I said
Jazz
Portland
City,
earlier, Philadelphia. It just looks like it's kind of like all the larger cities are kind
Wait,
of like...
that's all the way up the river, right? So that's where jazz, that's how jazz
that's true, yeah.
traveled
that's
too.
A really good point, yeah.
From New Orleans all the way up St. Louis. Yep. Absolutely. Bringing that back. That's definitely got to be in the rule of threes as a callback.
Yeah. Oh, and so the other one, which I thought was really interesting, was that Denmark celebrates a version of it too.
Denmark. Oh God, that's gotta be like the worst Mardi Gras to ever go to. Like you got fish, you got like herring, raw herring.
Shit, what is it called? The canned fermented stuff?
Sardines?
No. It's like a delicacy in Denmark.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just basing it on Dutch culture, not so much. Denmark is Danish. Mm-hmm. They all eat like pickled herring and whatever, like gross fish, like disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's
pickled herring.
Sour herring.
Yeah, pickled.
Fermented Baltic Sea herring.
Gross. Disgusting.
I want it to say the name for me, but
definitely no jambalaya or gumbo.
It's
or etouffee.
Surstromming. Something. The O's got the little dots over it.
I don't. Strumming probably. With a oo.
I taste it.
Strumming.
I feel sorry for all the people listening to this episode. Look it up.
Let's try it.
Okay, do it.
Spell it.
While you do that, oh, I'm sorry, I have to spell it first. S-U-R.
Oh, God. I already messed up.
Jesus Christ.
S-U-R.
S-T-R-O-M-M.
Got it. Need no more.
Excellent.
Surstromming.
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 Yeah.
Surstromming. Okay, yep, so, thing.
That was easy.
They don't do that for Mardi Gras, but how the fuck do we even get on?
Denmark?
Oh, no, so Denmark's thing is the kids dress up and gather candy, so it's kind of like Halloween for us. But my favorite part is to wake their parents up on Easter Sunday morning. This is what, I mean, it was one source, and I guess it was just, like, copied everywhere, but it's just so fucking good. They say, in quote, they ritually flog their parents.
Oh, my God. They get to beat their parents awake on Easter?
Them up. Yeah.
That is insane. That's almost that's almost as bad as Santa and 6 to 8 black men stealing your children and taking them to Spain.
And what the fuck is up with Santa, man? Like, he's in the Mardi Gras thing too. Like, he got
Christmas, all of this Christ-loving Christmas Easter bunny who died for our sins. Stealing babies and taking them to Spain.
Shit.
It's what you're celebrating when you celebrate Mardi Gras. So think about your choices this year.
Celebrate Santa Claus.
Save your partying for St. Patrick's Day, a holiday that really deserves it. I mean, what did he do? Like, chase rats out the city? No, I'm just kidding. St. Patrick, oh my God, I'm gonna die. He did something.
It was great.
He's not the Pied Piper, but he did something about rats in a city, I think.
I feel like we might have to edit this part out because it's super offensive.
Feel free.
All right.
I'm Irish. I can say it.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Oh, I can say it. They're my people.
Okay. All right. Jesus Christ. I feel like this is super long. It's really not. Second one. Okay.
We're only 10 minutes in. Oh, wait. No, compared to the second. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
There's
So just a few more things. Just a little more
Okay.
facts. I mentioned this before, but again, Mardi Gras is always the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. Like, they celebrate it a week prior up into then.
Yep.
But Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, is like
Eat your heart out.
the blowout day. Yeah, eat your heart out, literally.
I'm going to eat all my carbs.
Don't eat hearts, but...
Don't eat hearts?
Unless that's your thing. But, yeah, you get fucked up, and then you go into church the next day on Ash Wednesday and get the little ash cross on your forehead.
Yep.
And then
I don't know why I was always jealous when people did that. I'm like, I kind of want to do that.
I don't know.
I think it was cool.
I did too. And also because, like, a bunch of kids got checked out of school for the first few hours to go do that.
Really?
Yeah, that was my thing.
That's
like,
sweet.
oh, your parents took you to church instead of... I don't know if that's any better, though, really. Like,
right.
Because it's probably pretty boring. So Mardi Gras is the last hurrah before...
Hoorah.
Ash Wednesday. Oh, man.
You're really into your own story.
Dude, I am. I'm tired now.
I know, right?
It's late.
Crashing 2:30.
Mardi Gras is also known...
Snakes. St. Patrick.
I'm sorry.
St. Patrick drove out snakes. Not
Oh,
rats.
that makes sense. You're just like snakes. fucking snakes?
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes.
On this motherfucking plane.
In this motherfucking Ireland. Get the fuck out. Oh my God. Okay. Trademark this. What's his name? God damn it.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel L. Jackson as St. Patrick.
Oh, God. Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
It'll work.
Yep.
Black Irish.
Well, I wasn't talking about it because...
It's a thing.
Right. Pancake Day.
In Ireland?
In Ireland, England.
Shut up!
Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. People celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of this coming out.
So much fucking editing. God damn it.
Cut that.
Mardi
Make
Gras,
that
they
shit out.
celebrate it. I'm going to wait for a second. Mardi Gras is also known as Pancake Day in Ireland, England, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada.
I mean,
It's celebrated by eating pancakes.
I love this holiday.
And pancake-themed activities, which I feel like I should have looked into.
Right. I was like, what's this?
You throw them like frisbees.
Probably. Tapping trees and seeing who can get the most syrup activity.
Oh, pancake-themed. Okay. I thought you said sack tapping at first.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you would tell me.
It's been so long, I need to do some sack tapping.
So moving forward. Official colors of Mardi Gras, which we kind of mentioned earlier. Not really sure completely how it originated, but
Red, gold, and green. Just kidding. Purple, gold, and green. Purple, gold, and green.
Purple signifies justice, gold means power, and green stands for faith.
Oh, I would have not done that. I would have been like purple for power, gold for faith, and green for wealth.
So just no justice.
Who gives a shit about justice? That's the wealth part.
I don't know. Like, even being wealthy, there's a couple people that I really hate that I want, like, justice from.
If you had the money,
Then I could buy...
you could buy the justice.
All right.
Ba-boom,
I'll
boom.
give you that.
So they got it wrong.
Yeah, they did. And then I mentioned this earlier, but we kind of both talked about it. Like, the crews afford the parades and everything by getting members, and the members pay fees. I know at least here, a lot of it isn't like one lump sum. It's like kind of progressively throughout
Like
the
a
year.
monthly fee.
Yeah. And then they also do, a lot of them now do like the doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
The fundraisers and stuff, which I think is super fucking cool.
And those are usually throughout the
Not
year.
fundraisers for them, fundraisers for
Building.
good stuff. So, and then masks, which I didn't really talk about, but you know, there's Mardi Gras masks. That originated back then in the 1700s and everything, because it was to get rid of social constraints. So it was like, you know, the upper class
Laissez-faire?
were so they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. Laissez-faire.
Wow.
And Mardi Gras is actually, and I guess I knew this, but I never really thought about it, but it's a state holiday in
What? In Louisiana?
Louisiana and parts of Alabama. Mobile is so serious about it, dude. I've never gone there, but
The whole city shuts down.
it's insane.
They're like, no.
And it's so funny because my friend yesterday, like, I was talking to her about it because she's from Mobile, and she was like, dude, I wish I had been able to take you there because
it's not
crazy.
Not anymore?
Well, I mean, eventually she'll be able to take me.
Okay.
It's still happening, but she has kids and shit. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you were single.
Yeah. But it's also, we might have to cut this out, but it's very, like, racially divided.
Oh.
Because, you know, Mobile is like there's like a bunch of black people and white people. And she said that, like, the black people stay on one side of the road and then the white people stay on the other side of the road.
I have heard that before. Topic for another day.
Finishing up. Yeah. It's Mardi Gras, state holiday in parts of Alabama and
Smarty
Louisiana.
Gras.
Smarty Gras. Mardi Gras.
Oh my God. It sounds
God.
like a good trivia night. Smarty Gras.
Mardi Gras. I dig it.
Do it, somebody.
Yeah, do it.
Because we're too lazy. We make the ideas. You
We're busy enough.
put them together.
But yeah, man, I wish they did that here.
Smarty Gras?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not Smarty Gras, but
Just Mardi Gras?
having a holiday for Mardi Gras.
Don't we?
We don't get... It's a
We don't
state
get a day off.
holiday. Yeah.
Right. We don't get the day
Yeah,
off.
like New Orleans, like, shuts down. And then parts of,
Mobile.
yeah, and then even, like, other parts of Louisiana, Alabama that don't recognize it as a state holiday will still give you the time off if you want to take it.
Take the day off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They're like, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about it, but I'm going to take this holiday because it's state required. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the other thing I had to say about, so Santa Claus, like, supposedly threw the first, like, necklaces.
Shut up.
Did I not go to that part?
I think you said it. You started
might have
to,
touched base
and
on
then
it.
I probably derailed you, as we've done so much in the last episode or two.
That's okay, because I did it to you, too. Yeah, supposedly he was one of the first people that, like, started throwing... Where is it at?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, because what I'm picturing now is Bourbon Street and all the girls flashing their titties and Santa throwing beads at them.
Yeah, I don't know how the fucking titty thing started. I didn't look into that because I don't care enough. But yeah, believe that a man dressed up as Santa Claus was one of the first people in New Orleans to use the beads, like, in his costume, like he was wearing them and then would throw them. But, it was also, like, initially, like, inexpensive necklaces made of glass beads.
Oh,
tossed.
Glass
and how much
beads.
More baller is that?
Like, I would want those,
glass?
but I don't think I want them thrown at me.
Yeah, and that's why it kind of, like, progressed into plastic.
Oh, my eye.
Dude, but that shit still hurts. Have you ever been hit in the face?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Dude, it hurts.
I stand in the back. I don't give a shit. I don't need beads. You know, if I want beads, I can pick up all of the millions that are left on the ground as garbage, you know?
Trees. Yeah.
I've never wanted for Mardi Gras beads. And no, I never flashed my titties. So
I've never flashed my titties.
Never.
Again, when I was like in high school, like did Mardi Gras, so like we were into it then. Now it's just kind of, I like looking at the costumes because people put a bunch of time into it. But
for sure.
I'm not going to go out of my way to do stuff.
No, Carnival's the way to do it. Like they go all out.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that another
It's
episode.
just full on.
Okay. Last thing, which is interesting, I think. In the late 1970s, the 70s.
Oh, here we go.
A crew known as Zulu
murdered everyone.
They tried. They handed out coconuts to crowds at the Mardi Gras parades. It was short-lived due to the fear of injury if the coconuts were tossed into the crowd.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I don't want to get hit in the face by a coconut.
The coconuts are not throws.
Yeah. So they fought back, claiming that there was no liability.
Except for concussions, it's fine.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, beads are being thrown, so coconuts
equally
should be
concussing.
Yeah. So in 1988, the governor at the time signed a coconut bill.
Oh my God.
Stating that they could be handed out with beads.
Right. But not thrown.
Yeah. But he was like, no, this is fine. Just
common sense.
Don't throw that shit.
Maybe don't throw a coconut at people.
Yeah.
Because that shit will hurt. Thought that was pretty, like, obvious, like, as a human being. Like, you just got to touch the thing and feel it to realize, that might hurt.
Right.
Somebody. Somewhere.
Kind of like when you look at a knife and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
Ooh, ting, ting, ting. Oh, that's pretty sharp. That might hurt somebody.
Stab someone with it.
So you covered pineapples and coconuts in the last month. What other tropical fruit are you going to bring us next week?
I don't know. Kiwis sound interesting.
Oranges. You should talk about Florida oranges. Some weird aspect
no
with
more
that.
Florida. No more Florida.
No more Florida. That Florida man. He's always getting into trouble. Florida man, why don't you just turn yourself in?
So fucking good, dude.
Well, thus concludes another episode of It's All Gone Terribly Wrong, starring Jordyn Stock as Seamus McGee and Rebecca Carlson as
Barb.
Miss Kitty. Oh, you're right. Rebecca Carlson is Barb, the HR woman.
Barb.
No, Barb from HR.
Yes. Oh, and finally the podcat comes in.
Oh, buddy, you're alive and well and super wet. That's gross. I almost said something super naughty.
He's a wet pussy.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
hi, buddy.
Yes, that he is. And disgusting.
Well,
But yeah,
on that note.
For real. Until the next time it all goes terribly wrong.
I'm Rebecca Carlson and Jordyn Stock.
And I'm the one that's terribly sorry.
If you rewind this, there's a secret message in it.